What's going on, guys? It's Joe, the guys, the Joe. I'm saying guys because I looked on my analytics and most of you are guys.
Where are the girls?
Hey guys, it's Joe from Joe's Talking, and today I want to talk more about the DJI Action 5 Pro. I've fallen in love with this thing. I think a lot of people have fallen in love with this thing, and I feel like there's so many people out there that want to start YouTube or want to vlog, and this may be their best friend. I'm guessing there's a lot of you out there that now have this camera or want this camera, and this is the belle of the ball right now. A lot of people really like this. Some people like that Ace Pro 2, not me. I'm not really liking that thing. I've seen the picture quality. A lot of people like the GoPro, but the problem with me for the GoPro is the low light is absolute garbage. So here is your happy medium. This is the one that I'm liking right now. So let's talk about this camera, and let's talk about the 10 reasons why this may be the best vlogging camera of 2024. This is little, but it packs a big punch. So let's get going. Now, I know some of you are probably legit vloggers, much more legit than me, and you're thinking, why in the world would you use an action camera for vlogging? Well, let me tell you, action cameras are no longer just for putting on your helmet and riding on motorcycles or skiing down the slope. Things have changed, my friends. Action cameras are legit cameras now, and the Action 5 is now leading the charge. I've been vlogging for a while now, and I've tried my fair share of cameras. I've tried big cameras, I've tried small cameras, I've tried hard cameras, I've tried simple cameras, and this one, it's a contender. Let me tell you why. Number one, this thing is ridiculously easy to use. You just point and shoot. Wherever you need to go, it's right there. Let me show you how fast it is too. Here we go. I'm gonna hit record. Boom, I'm recording. I'm already recording. Did you see that? It's like 1.3 seconds. If this were Western and it were high noon, this would be the fastest gunslinger in town.
Oh, the old fastest gun in the West routine, huh?
Number two, this thing is tiny. Look at it. Look at my hand. You can hide it with your hand.
It's too small and too perfect.
And you can put it, you can take it off, and you can just, you don't even need this. This is a stick. You can just put it in your pocket. You just throw it in your glove compartment. You can throw it in your jacket pocket. It's small, very inconspicuous. Look. Tiny. And this is so much less intimidating to vlog with in public. You know, this little camera, and it shoots 4K. Gone are the days of that big Joby Gorilla Pod, and then that giant camera, and then the giant scary looking dead cat looking thing. Just this. And the image quality on this thing is pretty awesome. You've got 4K 24 frames per second, which is what a lot of people use, or 4K 25. You know, they might use that in overseas. You got 4K 30, you've got 4K 60, and you have 4K 120 frames per second, which is that super buttery slow motion. You can shoot in D-Log M, which gives you 13.5 stops of dynamic range. So if you're inside in a dark area, you can bring back the shadows, or if you're outside, you can bring down the highlights so it's not looking like a giant blown out white image that you can't even see. All right, so let's talk about the stabilization, because this thing has quite a few different modes of stabilization. So you go into here, can you guys see this? You go into here, and then you go into the stabilization mode over here, and you've got off, which that would be no stabilization. This is me running without stabilization. This is me running without stabilization. Rock steady, which is actually what I usually use it in, rock steady. This is me running with rock steady. This is me running with rock steady. And rock steady plus crops in a little bit more. This is me running with rock steady plus. This is me running with rock steady plus. And then you also have horizon balancing, okay? It's a form of stabilization as well. This is me running with horizon balancing. This is me running with horizon balancing. And it used to be that you had to carry this giant big ass camera on a gimbal, you know, to get that sort of stabilized footage, and now it's right here. Number 5, let's talk about battery life. I have taken this bad boy all around, and I have yet to use an entire battery in a day. If you are concerned about losing battery life, this is the camera for you. If you have, oh, excuse me. As a matter of fact, I bought our battery grip because I couldn't take a retracting selfie stick into Disneyland, so I bought the battery grip for I think 99 bucks. With the battery grip and this battery in here, you will never ever lose battery, but I ended up getting this because I like the retractable. And when you get the combo pack, you got 3 batteries. You're never running out of battery, never. The number 6 reason why you may want to use this as your vlogging camera is built-in storage. Built-in storage. This thing has 47 gigs of built-in storage. 47 gigs? Is that right? This thing has 47 gigs. It is right, I just looked it up. This thing has 47 gigs of built-in storage. You know how many times I've forgotten my mini SD card? I've actually, input stuff into the computer, then I left it in the computer, then I got in the car and I went to go shoot, and I forgot my SD card.
I left it at home.
That's pretty cool. The number 7 reason why you may want to use this as your main vlogging camera is this. You have a front-facing screen. You've got a beautiful back-facing screen and a front-facing screen. They are both OLED, so even in sunlight, they are very easy to see. So they're great screens, and you always want to make sure that you're in cam. But with this, it does have a very wide field of view, so you'll never be out of frame. But it's always nice to see yourself. Unless you don't like yourself, in which case, I feel sad for you. The 8th reason why you may want to use this as your main vlogging camera is realism. Some of you may disagree with me, but there are so many creators on YouTube, and now those creators have gotten so good, and they're using these much better cameras than everyone else, almost to the point I glaze over. I don't want to watch the stuff because it just becomes eye candy, and it feels almost like regular television. And why do we watch YouTube? We watch YouTube for realism. There's a content creator named Sam Sulik, and he just frickin' puts his camera down and doesn't care about angles or anything and just talks, and he just does it for like an hour or 2 hours, and people watch that stuff because it feels real. You feel almost like a voyeur. And I feel like with a lot of these high-end cameras, there's amazing channels out there, but they'll shoot on like a Sony FX6 and they'll give you these gorgeous shots, and yes, they're beautiful, but almost to the point where it feels like regular television. And I feel like there's a certain realism that you can capture with this camera. The number 9 reason why you may want to use this as your main vlogging camera is the fact that this thing is only 350 bucks. This thing, the camera alone by itself is $350, and then otherwise you can get the combo pack, and I think that ends up topping around, I don't know, I'll put a graphic here, what, 450, 500? But needless to say, by the time you add it all up, this is a really good value. Let's say you were looking at the Ace Pro 2, or let's say you're looking at the GoPro. I think this is cheaper than all of them. And finally, the number 10 reason why this may be the best vlogging camera for you is this bad boy right here, the DJI Mic 2. It connects to the camera, and I really do believe that audio is so important when you're doing a YouTube video. Even more so when you're doing a vlog. You want people to be able to hear you, and I always just tune out when I hear bad audio. If someone's just recording from their phone, I don't like that. It turns me off, and it's hard to listen to. And
I can't hear you!
And why would you want to listen to somebody vlog who you can't hear? Hey, calm down, Joe. It's not that serious. It's a YouTube video. Look, I know there are a lot of great vlogging cameras out there, but very few pack this much into a small, little, compact package. I mean, the DJI Pocket 3, that's a pretty great vlogging camera. If you want that blurred background, that may be the camera for you. Well, those are the 10 reasons why I think this may be the best vlogging camera for someone like you. And if you disagree with me, put it in the comments below and tell me what you're using to do your vlogs. Chances are in about 6 months, I'll be telling you a different camera is better for vlogging because cameras keep getting better and better and better. It's an exciting time to be into cameras because technology is changing every like 2-3 months. Who knows what's gonna happen next? Probably the next DJI Pocket 3 or the Pocket 4, right? Hey, by the way, DJI, if you're watching, send me some stuff, send me some gear. I'm tired of paying for all this stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and hit the like button. You know that helps the algorithm, and you know that helps me succeed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey guys, I just want to update you on something. I got an email in my inbox from a guy named Sir Ulo. He's a Filipino vlogger, and he contacted me and he said, hey, do you want to go on a Filipino podcast? It's called Paco's Place. So I ended up going on this podcast. It was a lot of fun. These guys are entertaining. They dig the camera stuff just like I do. and they are my countrymen. So I'm looking forward to you guys seeing the Paco's Place podcast with all three of us cutting up and talking about cameras, and I'll do a video about it here at some point.